Hi guys, this is Paul with Tweaktown. We're here at Flash Memory Summit 2014. Right now I'm sitting down with John Groff. He is the COO of Cachebox. You guys offer some caching software that takes a little bit of a different divergent path compared to some of the other players in this space, and you feel they give you some real advantages in the end. Could you kind of tell us a little bit about your company and the product?
Sure, absolutely. Thanks, Paul, for having us here today. So Cachebox is announcing a product today called CacheAdvance, and CacheAdvance is really focused on application acceleration. Today it's really about application performance, and that's what we deliver is application performance.
So a lot of companies, when they sit on the block layer and they cache data, they're just kind of grabbing things. And application specific kind of takes a different approach. How does that work?
It does. So application specific technology, from our point of view, is really the final frontier as it relates to server-side caching. And what we do is we understand specific elements about the application, identify them, present them to the application owner, and then use this to provide the highest level acceleration possible.
So your software essentially knows what's going on with the application. It kind of has a predefined idea, and then further analysis.
Exactly. So that's exactly what we do. We use a technology called ASM, Application Specific Module, that understands from the application by monitoring the I/O between the application and the infrastructure what's important to the application to provide performance.
In the caching and tiering world, everybody's trying to bring flash and hard disk drive together because, of course, you're going to save money doing it that way and get great performance. But you guys, I mean, this is pretty unique. Is there anyone else offering application-specific acceleration?
Nope, we're the only ones that have really helped to realize this new paradigm of application-centric acceleration.
So if I was to use this in a normal system and maybe I didn't want to deploy it in tandem with a certain application, does your system still work just as well without that?
Absolutely. In fact, it's a two-part architecture, if you will. We have a block level accelerator that works best in class, just like anybody else's block level accelerator, really focused on the storage tier. However, when used in conjunction with our application specific module, that's when we provide exceptional additional performance benefits.
So are there any types of limitations to maybe the vendors that you would have to use when you procure your flash, or maybe different types of restrictions on vendors?
Sure. We're completely hardware independent and interface agnostic, so we can work with any server-side flash, PCIe, SATA, SAS. Doesn't make any difference. In addition to that, because of our technology and our architecture, we're able to take advantage of future server-side innovations.
Oh, so you can kind of expand out into new things as they come.
Exactly.
I think a big important thing for customers when they deploy caching and tiering solutions, especially with tiering, there can be a lot of management, micromanagement, and it's not always the most friendly thing. So how do you guys go about your integration into the system and ongoing management?
So we're completely transparent to the application. We install without any restarts of the application or the systems themselves. We present key elements to the application owner that allow them to select candidates for acceleration that make a difference to the end user experience of those applications.
There's always going to be a concern about flashware. You know, flash is finite. So what do you guys do to mitigate that, or maybe kind of keep an eye on it or do things to extend flash life?
So we use a very flash-friendly write technology. We reduce write amplification, which ultimately, as you're pointing out, really increases the life and the endurance of the flash device that we're writing to.
Excellent. Another concern when users are using flash is reliability. Of course, that's the number one job is always to protect the data. What type of reliability features does Cachebox offer?
Well, we're very flexible in that fact, and that any block device that's presented to us is available for us to be able to use to flush the cache to disk.
So if I was using a RAIDed system, I could even choose any type of RAID or any type of replicator?
Absolutely. To us, it doesn't matter.
Oh, that's awesome. That sounds great. We appreciate your time. Thanks for stopping by the
Paul, it was a pleasure.
Yep.
Thank you.